back-to-back wins and numerous standout individual performances, confidence is sky high in the New Zealand camp. The same is true for India, who are firing on all cylinders with their latest victory over Pakistan decorated by a Virat Kohli masterclass. New Zealand and India, both already assured of semi-final spots at the ICC Champions Trophy. But as they stride into the Dubai International Stadium today, rest assured there will be no let-up, with the top spot up for grabs.
Yes, these are two of the best teams in the tournament, and they know each other rather well. New Zealand versus India at the Dubai International Stadium, and what is a lovely day for cricket. Both teams are unbeaten. In fact, neither has lost in their last 5 matches. New Zealand are marginally ahead.
In the last game of the group stage, and we've got 2 unbeaten teams. Mitch Santner leading New Zealand, Rohit Sharma leading India. David Boone is the match referee, and we've got the toss rep who will hand the coin over to Mitch.
Heads.
It's a tie. Mitch, what are you going to do and why?
We're going to have a bowl. It looks like a pretty good wicket. We've seen obviously a couple of games here, but see if we can, put some pressure on early, and then hopefully it skids on later.
You know where you're going to play the semi-final. In so doing, how do you approach this contest?
Yeah, I think we obviously still want to win. We've been playing some good cricket, but I think obviously we know we're going to be in Lahore on a pretty different surface. So I think our job today is to obviously do a job out here, and then obviously see what happens.
Any changes to your lineup?
We got one change. Daryl Mitchell comes in, and unfortunately Conway misses this one.
All right, all the best to you and your team, Mitch.
Thanks, man.
Rohit, how do you feel about having to bat first?
Yeah, we were anyway going to bat first, having batted second in both the games, we wanted to bat first and see what we can do with the bat up front, and then challenge our bowlers later in the night.
Similarly to Mitch, you know that you're going to be here, semi-final places already sorted out. How do you approach this encounter?
No, look, the approach is going to be very similar from what we had in both the games. We want to try and win the game, try and do things right. Try and possibly also do things which are necessary for us, which has given us results. So we'll be focusing on that. Of course, the results are important, but at the same time, we want to do things which is going to be useful for us in the coming games.
Any changes to your lineup?
Yeah, we have made one change. We have rested Harshit, and we've got Varun in place of him.
And just finally, when you do come to bowl, I noticed the spinners have picked up a couple of wickets in the middle overs. Is that a good thing? They bowl well. How do you view it?
Yeah, look, I mean, it's all about bowling in partnerships. In both games we managed to pick up 19 wickets, which is a very good sign. Your spinners, our spinners have played the role of not getting the opposition get away from us. They have restricted them quite well, and the seamers have tend to come and do the job. So it's all about bowling in partnership, helping each other out, and if not spinners, then the seamers. If not seamers, then the spinners.
All the best to you.
Thank you.
Right, just a reminder of what has happened out here. New Zealand have won the toss. They will be bowling first.
Right, and alongside me, 2 modern broadcasting greats. Ravi Shastri is here. Ian Smith is here as well. Smithy, you'll take us, Ravi, in fact, first. India's batting first, so you'll take us through the India side.
It's a good side. I think a good India's point of view.
Smithy, New Zealand have played spin well, they've bowled spin well. How do you assess this side?
Well, the only question mark really was at the top of the order, and they solved that by taking Will Young because he played so well against India before Christmas. The middle order has been very solid. Phillips is playing brilliantly at the moment, so's Tom Latham. The changes that Daryl Mitchell comes in and Conway goes out, and that bowling attack is very settled as well. This is a side Harsh are playing with a lot of confidence. They've not lost a one-day since they've been here in Pakistan. Okay, that's their first visit here.
India's match will be here in Dubai. Both the nations coming out. Cricket for good.
BBC has been the logo throughout the tournament. There's been a reasonable crowd in here this afternoon. It's a gorgeous afternoon, 24 degrees here in Dubai. Ground looks fantastic. Surface looks a little dry. It's the reason Mitch Sander decided to bowl first. The DP World truck is delivering the match ball. David Boone is our match referee. Rohit Sharma hands out the Indian side, Mitchell Santner. New Zealand, just a reminder of change on either side. Daryl Mitchell is back into the New Zealand side after he suffered a bout of illness in their previous game. Varun Chakravarti comes in for Harshit Rana. That tells you that India think the surface is dry as well. They're going with some extra spin bowling options. Enjoy the national anthems of both New Zealand and India. Anthems of India and New Zealand done. Players will have their last words. This is the two sides that line up today in this Group A contest. Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli at the top, Shreyas Iyer, Akshar, KL Rahul and Hardik Pandya. It's the two seam bowling options with Pandya and Mohammad Shami, Jadeja, Kuldeep and Varun Chakravarti into the Indian side. The change for New Zealanders, Daryl Mitchell back into that side after he missed the previous game, courtesy of a bout with illness. And they've made the tough call, but I think the correct call, in leaving Devon Conway out and having Will Young at the top of the order. The scene is set for both these sides to put on a show for a nice crowd this afternoon. So last words have been spoken by the New Zealand camp, Rohit Sharma, top of the Indian order, the skipper. There was a bit of conjecture about him playing today. Typical media stories that are untrue. Hamstring issues, strains, he won't be playing, he'll take a rest. Not to be. He and Shubman Gill make their way out to the middle of the Dubai International Stadium and alongside me, Dinesh Karthik and Ian Bishop. Very good afternoon, gentlemen.
Very good afternoon, Julie. It's good to see India get the opportunity to bat first in this tournament, purely because both the matches previously they've chased it down, leading into the semi-final. Leading into the semi-final, ideally you would like to also want to set a target at some point in time. It's good for them that it happened today, and it's good to see Rohit Sharma having said at the toss that he would have batted first as well. One interesting change, we've just gone for the one full-time fast bowler, 4 spinners in their ranks. We'll give a go to Varun Chakravarti. Kane Williamson, he'll be waiting for his opportunity to bat. Didn't get going in the first couple of games. One of those rare dismissals, seeing him nicked out a couple of times. Don't see that too often. Mitchell Santner, how good has he been as the leader so far? Unbeaten from the time he stepped into the Asian shores. This partnership, Rohit and Gill, they average upwards of 70. They've been really successful. So amazing to think how things transpire. First bilateral against India, it was supposed to be Rohit and Yashasvi, and so happened that Virat Kohli got injured, Shreyas came in, he had an opportunity, and then Gill did well, and then things kind of came back to normalcy post that with Rohit and Gill opening. It's going to be a good contest. New Zealand have bowled well with the new ball. To be fair, the spinners have been brilliant as well, but they found a way to make inroads very early. It's going to be a great challenge for the #1 ranked batter in the world, Shubman Gill. What an average that is. 62 with such a healthy strike rate. 100. You don't see that too often in ODI cricket. He's gotten off to a great start in his career so far in this format.
Matt Henry with the new ball. And we're looking just to shape it a touch. He's not a swing bowler, more of a seam bowler. Nips it back to the right-handers. And the pads into play. And if this surface plays as we think, a little bit low, a little bit slow. Inside edge to get things underway. And Rachin Ravindra does well. Couple of runs to start.